the standard darkness in Dar, same conversation. And I'll start with you, Kasamuel. What is it that these leaders don't seem to understand about the young generation today? Or is it the young generation who are more restless? Are they more woke? Or are they more intolerant?
In all honesty, first of all, thank you very much for having me on the show. First, I'm still in the period of mourning of the passing of the Chief of the Golden Heart, His Excellency Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, and to all of his party structures, to all of his party members, to the entire Kenyan family that is in mourning, I want to say pole sana, my condolences before we delve into the dailies. On the matter of whether young people are too restless, or is it that they do not understand, or what leaders do not understand, I think it needs to come to a point of reckoning where African leaders have to be awake to the fact that the youth bulge is an ever-growing concern. Because we are a devilishly educated generation. We are in a position where we are no longer pushovers. You remember there's a time in Kenya, for example, the budget used to be, the budget day, it used to be a very secretive thing where goods would disappear from the shelves and then the next morning they would come with new prices. Nowadays, we audit and auction everything. The specific situation in Tanzania, and I really empathize because I have a lot of friends in Tanzania, is we are seeing a shift in old structures into the new, and this is also a resounding message to all leaders of all generations, because you find President Suluhu got into power after Magufuli left. While we looked at it from an international perspective, President Magufuli was also had also some of these dictatorial tendencies. But if you listened to the zeitgeist at the time, he seemed to be well liked, even by people who are from the island, who have always been very critical of the leaders from the mainland. But then when Mama Suluhu ascends into power, we thought that the hatred was going to dissipate. But we saw a consistent, growing concern around her presidency that did not fade even up until this election. The consistent suppression, if we work with suppression of opposing or dissenting voices, this will always be the case. So Tanzania is the classic example of the importance of preserving the democratic space. Even if you disagree with them as a leader, ensure that the democratic space is preserved, because from the tempers we saw that people said it was as if President Samia was running against Suluhu. I would not want to delve too much into those details, but also for the young people, we've come of age. Opportunities are not there. We've studied, they are not being availed. We are being told that we are the leaders of tomorrow, but nobody's showing us a clear path. This is a clarion call to all the nations in the region that the youth have come of age and they have awakened. So it will be important for existing leaders to deal with the youth bulge and to preserve the democratic space. As long as the democratic space is tampered with, the youth are always going to find a way of getting out with it. You cannot. It's like a pressure cooker. At some point, you have to ease it, and I really empathize. My apologies, my sincere condolences to anyone who has lost lives and properties. But this is a clear clarion call that there is need to preserve the democratic space, to address the youth bulge, and for leaders to pave way for the new.